The ONeill Coldwater Classic is not a normal surf tour. The most northern, the most southern, the coldest, and the wildest waves are what these contestants come to conquer. Now at the fourth stage, after events in Tasmania, Scotland, and South Africa, the 2010 edition of the coldest professional surf event hits Tofino on Vancouver Island in Canada.
A normal setting, sort of like Huntington Beach with, lots of buildings and thousands of people and traffic, and it's the complete opposite here. It's one of the most beautiful places I've been to.
Yeah, surfing here on the west coast of Vancouver Island, it's challenging, it's exciting, but you do have to be dedicated to surfing.
Canadian surf is probably as tough as you can get. I've seen footage of the guys running down to the surf in full-on snow.
Sometimes, you're in so much pain you can't even surf because the air is just so cold.
The Tofino community not only have been embracing of the event and the whole concept, but they're just really proud. They're proud to show off their community. They're proud to have an international professional surfing event on their shores.
I talked to a couple of the local guys and they were freaking out. They were excited just to paddle out and sit in the lineup and watch.
For a lot of Canadians, this is probably the best surfing they've ever seen.
Most of the locals shut their shops on this freezing cold but sunny day to head to the beach and support their local hero, Peter De Vries. De Vries, who won this event last year, had a bad start this morning and was knocked out in the quarterfinals. Richard Christie from New Zealand had to face Australia's Josh Kerr in the quarters. Josh Kerr, also known as Crazy, was more in the air than on the water, and so it was an easy game for the 22-year-old aerial maestro from Kangaroo Country to make his way up to the semifinals. In the semis, Kerr was up against his mate Julian Wilson, who was maybe the only one not freezing in the waves and took off his gloves. The other semifinal heat was between American boy Eric Gieselman and Australian Sean Cansdell. Gieselman finally managed to win against the goofy footer Cansdell. Sean was hyped by the Australian surf media in the late 90s when Cansdell was barely in high school. Magazines tagged him as one of the top 10 surfers of the new millennium. Now, after some low years without any sponsors, Sean is back and up again. Even with this loss now, he is currently in first place in the rankings and a good way to win the Coldwater Classic Tour this year.
There's still one more event to go, and I've just got to keep at it and keep doing good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my position at the moment, for sure, especially this time of the year.
So the final was between Josh Kerr and Eric Gieselman under blue skies and in between head-high surf. Eric picked out the wave of the event and lands a spectacular corrupt flip, scoring a 9.10. After a bit of a slow motion heat because of the extra cold air and water, Josh Kerr wins the ONeill Coldwater Classic Canada 2010.
I never really had a real cracking heat this whole contest, and just kind of things just kept going my way.
Damn it, the final. No, I was stoked. It was a little tough out there in the end, and I definitely was a little colder being in the suit all day, but I'm stoked with second. This is my best result ever, so.
This year's champion.
The last event of the tour is going to be in the cold Pacific swells of California. Stay tuned for that.